temporary desk lamp? Oh, I see, that's the thing I'm saying. I have to say that to this shit. Very own special scissors. Arrange the body. Suspended with some kind of rope, was it not? That's right, it absolutely was. Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope. Where'd you get it from, huh? Never seen that rope. Somebody else must have had it in. Okay. Where do I use it then? The item she had been wearing was like a rope, a section rope. This rope here is a very specific object. Yeah. The cable. But where do I use it? Not here, huh? On Byakuyas? I go on Byakugas, right? Ropu. Oh, what? No, this shit is in my way! This shit was in my way! I have to right click and then left click. Here. Oh my god, okay. Breaky! Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before, because you said the rope, or should I say, that extension cord! Yeah. And the same extension cord that was in the library at this time. We're messing after the murder! And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact. Then Byakugan must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility. That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. Intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. No, wait, I know it. He killed her in the boys' locker room, used her shit to go into the other shit, the girls' locker room, and changed the poster because it was blood on there. But why the carpet? Yeah, the carpet got blood too, right? That's why. Is that about right? He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved? What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened. Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakugan's the killer. I don't disagree with not disagreeing. He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win. Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more. Do we really need to? We've already decided to do it. I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me. Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room to disguise my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about that bothers you? Something's not right. Yeah. But she wasn't killed there. There's there's definitely something off about the scene of the crime. Who's up? Took a chill in the girls' locker room, right? Sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else? How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else? I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene. Oh, he's sweating. That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that. I believe I do. Hey Byakuya, did you just take off your guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuga, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuga never even realized that he actually scene of the crime could have been someone else. Huh? Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else? Come on, Makoto! If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof. Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. Yeah, the poster man. Where's the poster man? Yeah. Some posters? The posters in the girls' locker room was a picture of big boob supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that? I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake. Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room. You're saying that maybe the posters were switched? There's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura? Yeah, the carpet. I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet, but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away. It's not that the stain was scrubbed away, it was moved. Yeah! The stain of the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on boys' locker room carpet. Definitely a stain from my protein coffee. Does it mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that? To move the murder scene from the one locker room to the other, it's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place. I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that? Why would they go all that trouble for switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question, if the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? You have to swipe her e-handbook. Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with. She did have a way, and I can tell you what it was. Hardly doubt that. Shut up, I'm telling you. I know how she could have done it. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room? Okay, we're about to find out how. Broken e-handbook. Broken e-handbook. Hacked her e-handbook. She was ultimate programmer. Okay, then what does he have to say? Leon's handbook, yeah, but it's broken. Shit, I missed. Okay, one more time. Bam! Alright. Breaky! I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook. Why not? Because Leon's handbook was broken. Well then, yeah, I guess that's pretty possible, huh? I'm stuck silent by how quickly you gave up. Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook? Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe. Hit the next square on the talking. Did he borrow his handbook to her so she could go train in the boys' locker room instead of the girls' locker room because she was ashamed in front of Sakura and Hina? If that's the case, I swear, this trial I'm just popping off. I'm being so smart right now. That happens only once in a decade. She must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills. You can fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring. If she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook, Naege's initial assumption is just wrong. No. There's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. Yeah, it is. What for? No. Wait, hold up. Look, listen. Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuga's the one who did it. It is that one. He gave her his shit, man. Listen to me. You're doing the right track. What? You finally decided to open your mouth and that's what you're gonna say? There's no way she could get into the boys' locker room. Why are you sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way. What other way? I don't need to take a little break from the trial. I'll come to see something. What do you think you're doing? Don't worry, this will make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you. I'll make things more exciting? Well, alright. For real? Now then, what you want to show us is better not boring, or I'll be very unhappy. I have no doubt I'll meet your lofty expectations, so shall we go? Okay, maybe I'm wrong what I said. Oh, ooh. Girls' locker room. Okay. What are you trying to pull, Missy? Examine the victim's body one more time. Want to check it again? Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Yo, if she has a pee-pee, I'ma lose my shit. If she's a guy, yo, if she's a guy, I swear, I did this freestyle rap where I rapped about her pee-pee, guys, and I had no idea. So just leave this to me. If that's gonna happen right now, girl on girl action. It's not at all. Stop screwing around. Here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion. Together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body. Entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery. I know you said that, but oh my god, it's gonna be that! She has a pee-pee! She has a pee-pee! Holy shit! It is a dick! A dick! A dick between her legs, man! And I did rap about that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Oh my god. What's crossdresser? Now I'm really on fire. I wish I had killed him. That's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. Alright. That was a very nice turn. Let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from here. Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind. And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room. Assuming his handbook did in fact list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true. Of course, his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy. So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial search hunt. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room. Wait, the killer knew it then? Still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible. I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body. This most titillating situation. So now everything has been connected, all the mysteries have finally become clear. Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever, we still think you're the killer, remember? Mademoiselle? Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed. He's off in his own little world. What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuga's the killer? Well, without a doubt, Byakuga's the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did. But I... Or is it the other way around? Was it Jack? To make it look like it was Byakuya? To make it look like he wanted to frame Jack? Oh my god, he might not actually be the killer after all. Aren't you the one who accused him in the first place? He just seems to be too easygoing about all this, like he's enjoying solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him. And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him. The evidence he left behind was a little too, how can I put it, overt. He unconsciously chose to use the extension cord. No one could connect him to the murder. Yeah! That's how I see it. When you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you. Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine, I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being. He's right, I'm not the culprit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not effing with you right now, I'm telling you the truth. I find it very hard to believe. Go ahead, find it very hard to believe you're free to be executed along with the rest of us. If you're really telling the truth, then why'd you do that to his body? My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it? I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more. We're all good, aren't we? Oh wow, damn, this is a roller coaster, man. What the fuck? I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here. That's true, very well then, I'm with you too. Damn straight, count me in. Do you have mind of your own? Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something? Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision. It's very true. Our lives are all on the line. Excellent, then shall we resume our game of hide and seek? If Byakuya didn't do it, who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? One thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means... Yeah. It's a guy, or it is Genocide Jack. And did it slightly different, like I said, to frame Byakuya. Can't be right. Okay, never mind. Forget my 200 IQ, forget my 1000 IQ. I'll stay on the -7. So okay, it was a guy then. Alright. Baka! Alright, I got it this time. It's a guy. It's a guy. Ah boy, okay. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay. Celeste's account. Oh, okay, yeah, she saw her. Who did it? Well, clues are on the thing, but nobody gets a look at the killer. Okay. So the killer said something by now. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, fuck! Sorry, man. Baka! Okay. Any kind of new info. It's over, it's not over. You wanna know who saw the victim? Only the killer. Oh! Oh, okay. I believe someone else did see the victim before it was murdered. What do you think, Celeste? She mentioned it. Yes, I did see him. Huh? Only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises. Just hurry up and tell us. Hey, she only saw Chihiro in the warehouse. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. Yeah. Stuffing track jacket into a duffed leg. Then assume he had it off to exercise. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene. Yeah. Seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence. And that's when he said something that struck me as rather odd. I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him. I said it once, I say it again. Celeste is fucking sharp. Okay? Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone and then they were going to work out together? Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times. Always declined. Yeah, right. Because he was afraid you'd find out his secret he was hiding. Oh! He must have trusted whoever he was meeting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. In a marvelous friendship. The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was. Knowing what we know, I can't even guess. You already have what you need to make the connection. You know who the killer is. What? How? How? Track jacket. Think back to the track jacket. Focus on the details of these items and it should become obvious who was waiting for him, eh? Sure about that. You really think we can figure out who did it based on the 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have? The blue shit and the white shit. No one has a blue sleeve. I want to track down some fingerprints or something. Even if we had the equipment for that, we will know how to use. Oh my god, I can't figure it out. I was noted the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from. Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out. Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special? Oh my god, I'm so curious right now. The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special. Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. I think there might be some connections between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took. Hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Hey! Oh shit, man. What is my argument? Celeste count again. Oh shit, man. Oh, that's gonna be hard. This is gonna be really hard, I think. No, Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to exercise, yeah. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did? Or is, yeah, or yes? Yeah. But who? Who wears that? She said, I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assume he headed off to exercise. I just get it. She never said anything about a jacket's color. No, it's Mondo! No, it's Mondo! No. No. Why? What? Is if he saw Cherry with before he died, that's the only possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? How's about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you? He walked past me and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands. Can't be it either, according to Celeste's testimony. In a hurry, it was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone. When Celeste noticed that Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into it briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was. It would appear you've dug your own grave. Perhaps, but you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why I said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with. What a bunch of nonsense. Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff. Oh my god, I'm blown away. The true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. It put them on edge. That's right, however. Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning? Why? What made you so suspicious? That's a good question. The way he talked, the way he was acting? Because I hate him? Did he act strange? Did he talk strange? Talking? There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude, for girls it's chick. After he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude? Nah. Nah. How did I miss that? Nah. Shut up. What? I'm not the frightful one. The only frightful is someone capable of murdering a friend. Was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro? You bitch. Only judging everything I said, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a criminal? You will never do something like that. This is a false accusation. That was fast. Prisoners with the problem. It seems we are out of leads. Oh yeah, he said he has a lead too! Yeah, right! Yeah! Might not be all that relevant. Just tell us, man. If you really insist, then here it is. What do you have there? Happens to be a e-handbook I found laying on the ground, so scooped it up. Then it must belong to Chihiro, huh? Missing, yeah. It's missing. For a fact. For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it. It must hold some clue about the culprit, right? That's what I was hoping, but it's busted. It won't even turn on. Broke it in to get rid of any evidence after the murder. That's all. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile. You're right, they're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It will take an awful lot to break one. That's it, Leon's sitting useless in the main hall. For our confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate. Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? Precisely, did the handbook get broken? How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. Hacking? Exploiting a bug? Hitting its weak point, maybe? Handbook has a weak point. Yeah. Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point was. If the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick, then then we can only assume that someone figured out how its weakness is. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So what is it? I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want it to be fair. Tell you someone else decides to copy it. Yeah. When it's exposed to high temperature. Alright. I found the handbooks laying on the floor in the sauna. Interesting. I learned one new fact today. It's a mere speck of knowledge. Anyway, if you find the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been there. No. Not that. The culprit somehow knew the weakness. How to find out? Monokuma said... Yeah, because he was in the sauna and his broke too. By accident, yeah. He didn't pull out his clothes, so he had his shit with him. Yeah, that one. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it. I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna. Yeah. Yeah. Or was it him? But he discovered the shit. He knew it was blue. Why is Taka acting so strange?
その時、大和田君は制服を着たままあの時の制服には電子そこで大和田君は知ったんじゃないのかな。電子生徒手帳が待て、立ちたまえ。僕は認めんぞ。明確な根拠を言いたまえ。
Not just because they became such good friends? Oh, this is gonna be hard. Chihiro's handbook, card reader. Broken handbook. Broke your own handbook. Mona's handbook is actually broken.
今の推理が正しいということになりますわね。俺の電子生徒手帳はちゃんと動く。
Works just fine. It's broken, man. Never mind.
ほら見ろ。やはり苗木君の推理は間違っているんだ。オーダーが人を殺すはずがないんだ。
I go for broken handbook on this one.
苗木君の推理通りだとすると、大和田君はいつ自分の電子生徒手帳を壊していることになる。つまり大和田君の生徒手帳が壊れ、今の推理が正しい。俺の電子生徒手帳はちゃんと動く。
No! I missed it! Fucking shit! One more time, one more time.
苗木君の大和田君が自分の電子生徒、つまり大和田君の今の推理が俺の電子生徒手帳は
Okay, I'm so bad at this game. Breaky! Mono, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours? The fuck is that supposed to mean? The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours? What the heck are you talking about? What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. Ah, so Leon wasn't even broken after all. Holy shit, man.
つまり玄関ホールに置かれていたのは、そして今大和田君が持っているものこそが桑田君の電。
Holy shit! But if they're dead, they're not a student. Ah. Okay. Such as okay. Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time from the beginning? The way everything will become clear, and we all have to see if I was right or wrong.